Hello everyone, this is Real Talk with Matthew. So I don't watch the news at all really. The only time I do catch any news is through people talking about it, or maybe something shows up on my feed or online, but like I don't click on articles and read them since that January 6th, whatever that was, happened. It just, it was too much on my mental state of mind to like listen to this garbage that the news puts into our mind, and all this stress and anxiety they want to cause us. But you know, I'm at the gym sometimes when I'm doing legs and abs day, which was tonight. I seen, I guess Trump won the nomination. I guess Iowa caucus or something. I don't really understand how all that works. It's like it doesn't make sense for like the one state to decide, but I guess that's what the decision is. So we got a rematch between the same two candidates. I don't really know how that's going to work, and I'm not going to share my opinion on any of that. But what I do want to talk about is this daggum appliances. So I bought a brand new refrigerator and brand new dishwasher from Best Buy like last February. So they've been out like 5 times already to work on that refrigerator. It's still not working. And now they're telling me it's Samsung's problem. Well, it wasn't Samsung's problem till your guys opened the refrigerator up and worked on it, fiddled with it 4 different times and messed it up even worse. It's actually worse than it was. So now all of a sudden it's Samsung's problem. So I had to get ugly with them. I had to call like 5 different times, and now they're saying it's up to the technician whether he's going to sign off on it being fully replaced or not. It's a crying shame when you spend $2,500 on 2 pieces of equipment and both of them is broken within a year, and you're still paying payments on something that's not working. I even told them, hey, just clear whatever I owe, whatever I've been paying on for the year, I'll chalk that up as a loss if y'all take the other loss. They didn't want to do that. I was like, you know, whatever my balance is, y'all need to zero it out, and I'll go to Home Depot and buy something. You know, they didn't want to do that, but now they're putting on the technician, so I'm praying to God that they make the right decision. And now I've got to deal with Maytag because the dishwasher's not working, and the warranty runs out in like 2 weeks or something, and they're trying to put it off till it runs out. It's like, you know, these companies shouldn't even be allowed to be in business if they're building stuff that costs this much money and it doesn't even run. It don't even make it to a year. I think there's got to be a change in America. And we as people need to put our foot down with these manufacturers charging arm and leg for stuff, and then the stuff don't even hold up. They're not held accountable. They're not held accountable for selling us garbage. You know? I feel like that everything's way too expensive. Why is a truck $70,000 now? You know, can you explain to me why a single cab pickup truck 5 years ago was like around $25,000? And now they're 40. What did you do that made it go up to you know, double in price? Why is the extra cab pickup truck that used to be like, you know, $35,000 a full size, and why is it 70 now? I just don't understand the mathematics behind these companies doing this, and like everybody's just okay and letting it happen. I mean, something's got to give. It just doesn't make sense to why everything goes up. I mean, exit sometime this year or last year or something. It was last year at some time was like $6 a dozen. They went from like, I don't know, when Trump was in office, I remember eggs was like about $1.25 a dozen or something, maybe $1.50 at the most. And gas was, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why we switched from one president to the other one, and everything doubled and tripled just in one term. That's all I want to know. Is how come America's getting gassed, and how come we're allowing it to happen, and why is it happening? Why does everything cost so much? I remember at one time chicken cost as much as steak did. You explain that to me. I seen a pack of chicken legs that used to cost like $3, maybe. It was about, around $3. They was like $15 one day. I was like, what is this? Like this, there's something wrong with this. Something that used to cost $3 is now $15. I know the dog biscuits that I used to buy for $10 is now $20. Why stuff doubled? They ain't doubled none of our salaries. Our salaries hadn't doubled. So why is everything else? Why are we allowing greedy corporate America just rape us? That's what they're doing, essentially. They're just taking us to the house, taking us to cleaners, and the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer. And the middle class is just like, the middle class is really getting screwed too. I mean, it's like anybody that's not making $1 million a year is getting hosed. And it's not right. And it's not the way the country should work. And I just pray to God that whoever gets in office, I don't really care who it is as long as it's not Joe Biden. I do not want that man back in there because he has just destroyed the country and he is a thief. So, y'all know what I think about that man. I just pray to God that whoever God decides and allows in office this time is going to be for the people, and we can go back to normality, to where things are affordable and things work when you buy them, and the companies are held to some type of standard to where they should make stuff that works and make stuff affordable, and the prices need to come down on everything. The thing is, it doesn't, because it just devaluates the dollar, so it doesn't make sense for us to just start paying people 30 and 50 and 40, whatever the number is that we have to survive on. It doesn't make sense to raise the rate up to $25 an hour, 30 or 50 or whatever it ends up costing. Because at this rate, where everything's costing, everybody needs to be making $50 an hour. And I'm just being real about it. Everybody across the board should be making like $50 an hour the way the price of these vehicles and stuff's costing, the insurances and the housing. I mean, really everybody needs to be making that. It's not $15, it's like $50 an hour is what everybody should be making according to what the prices on the shelf and everything is. And I'm not advocating a $50 an hour minimum wage, because that's just crazy. What I'm saying is the price of goods has to come down. The price of goods has to come down to a level to where people can afford without raising the ceiling up to where everybody has to be making something like $50 an hour to survive. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I mean, literally, when I was shopping for cars when I bought that Impala, so I traded that Impala in. And I looked at what they're selling the car for. They're selling the car for like literally $1,500 less than what I paid for it. And I've drove the car around for 4 years, and I've put almost 100,000 miles on top of what it had when I bought it. Almost 100,000, right? Really about 95,000 or something like that. I put 95,000 miles on it, drove it 4 years, and they're going to sell that car for only $1,500 less than what I paid for it that many years ago. That kind of shit just doesn't make any sense to me. You didn't give me nothing for the car, but you're going to sell it for almost what I paid for it 4 years ago. That kind of stuff, it just gripes me that like this is where we're at. Everybody's just greedy. And I just pray that God takes care of this country, and God takes care of these bad people. I pray the bad people go to prison, or they get, maybe the electric chair or whatever the crime causes, life in prison or electric chair or gas chamber or 20 years or whatever it is, and like them stripped of their money. If they've been stealing money from us, the people, all that money needs to be took from them, and that needs to be distributed evenly across the board. If not that way, then they need to build some homeless shelters with the money, or finish building that border wall. I don't know. It's really neither here nor there. It's like, but the money, if they've been stealing money, they need to take it. They need to take all their money from them, and they need to do something good with it. I think that any of these politicians is stealing money, they should get the penalty should be 10 times what it is for a normal person that's got caught stealing. Whatever that penalty is, it needs to be 10 times stronger. So I'm not going to tell you what I really think, because it's really up to God. But I wish God would take care of these people that's like causing this chaos and destruction in this country, because the country can't keep going in the direction it's going. It's just really not. I thought it was going in a decent direction when Trump was in office. I didn't really like him, the way he talked and the way he was an asshole. I'm gonna go ahead and say what everybody knows. Trump is an asshole. But he's cocky, arrogant, all that. But I don't know. It seemed like the country's running a little better. Or really a lot better. I don't know. Like I said, I don't care who gets in there this time, as long as it's not Joe Biden, and our country can go back to some type of normalcy, to where groceries are affordable, housing's affordable, and everybody hadn't got to make $50 an hour to survive in this damn economy. I'm sorry for cussing, Lord, but like, this is just, really, I've had to have a 5 repair calls in the first year on 2 appliances. It ain't been fixed either time, and they try to give me a hard time about replacing it. Like, you sold it to me, I'm still paying on this thing. Yeah, you need to own up. In Best Buy, I'm putting y'all on blast, because y'all need to do the right thing. And if y'all do the right thing, then I the next video I'll tell everybody y'all did the right thing. But if y'all didn't, if y'all don't do the right thing, boy, I'm just gonna keep talking about you till the right person hears it. And maybe I get a lawyer or something. I don't really know what at this point I've got to do. But you guys have stolen money from me. Essentially, you have stolen money out of my pocket. I'm not happy with you. And like, this shouldn't be able to happen in America, is what I'm saying. These corporate greedy ass people taking our money and just bamboozling us. I'm just over it, and all I can say is that, like, God's in control, and I just got to believe that the right thing's going to eventually happen in this country. So I asked all this in Jesus' name. Amen. And y'all have a good night.